Welcome back, and you know what it is. If you haven't done so already, make sure you check out the video where I update you guys on everything that's been going on. Great progress, so make sure you check that video out. And I was so tired, I shot the video in my robe. And after doing a test run for this video and seeing what I got on now, it looked like I went from having on a robe to now I'm wearing pajamas. But today, I want to talk to you guys about finances. Now, the reason why I want to talk to you guys about finances is because it seems like it's a common issue that people have about managing their finances. If any type of hiccup comes up in their life, a flat tire, an unexpected bill, a gap in employment, their whole life almost falls apart financially. They don't even have $500 in emergency funds that they could come up with like that. Also, how to manage your finances is a course that they do not teach in school. I never seen it. They do not teach you how to handle your money in school. The usual lesson is get an education, work hard, retire, and then enjoy yourself. For those that don't know, I quit my job last year during the pandemic, August 22nd, 2020. When I did this, a lot of people thought I was just cuckoo. They thought I was just nuts. But the truth was, for about 3 years, I had been working real hard on becoming financially independent. I had actually reached a point where I had enough money for me to be able to just quit the distraction of working for somebody else and put that time I was putting into a job, into myself and into my business to be able to build a fortune and build wealth. When you work for somebody else, you know exactly how much you're going to get paid. But if you were to work for yourself, how much money would you pay yourself? I haven't used social media in a while because I usually just use social media for business purposes. So now that I have a business of self-improvement and personal development in my own YouTube channel, I'm utilizing my social media platform. If you don't know me personally, I'm not really a flashy person. I look like a normal guy. I have some things that I spent some money on that look nice, but they would never tell you how much I'm really worth financially because I just buy things that I like or I want. I don't buy things because of the attention that it will get me. So because of that, a lot of people really never know or didn't know what my pockets was really looking like. This is probably another reason why people thought I was crazy when I quit my job. So I want to tell you guys why I actually posted my investment account in the story on my social media platforms. First of all, I did not do it to get attention, for people to be like, oh my gosh, and like it and comment. That was not the reason I posted how much money I had made that day while I was taking a nap. And I believe it was like $3,500. And by the end of the day, it was actually $5,000. But the reason I posted that picture was to show people that it's another way. I have been told all these years by friends, family, loved ones, teachers, and everybody that I valued their opinion and cared about, that you had to go to school and you had to work hard, get a good job, etc., etc. Nobody actually told me that it was another way or other ways for you to actually earn an income and make money by having your money work for you instead of you working for your money. So the last 4 years, this is what I've been working on behind the scenes. I would be talking to my coworkers at my job and it would be going in one ear and out the other. The reason why is because most people judge how much money somebody has, especially women, and no disrespect, by what they see a man with. His car, his house, his shoes, his clothes, his jewelry. That's usually what we get summed up as far as men. But I was actually putting my money into things that was making me more money, things that people couldn't see. So as far as like now, The only reason I'm being open with people about it in the public is because I want you to know that there is a better way. There's something else you can do besides working somewhere you don't want to work, or busting your back, beating your body down, instead of using your mind to be able to have your money do all of the hard lifting. So that's why I posted that picture on social media. Since I've posted this picture on social media, my inbox has been jumping. And to be honest with you, I did not think about that happening with people just focusing on the money part of what they saw, because I know how much hard work I actually put in to educate myself on learning how to get myself to this point. So the first thing that happened, I started getting inboxes from other people who do investing. These people weren't even my friends on my page. So I didn't even know that people actually go through random people's stories to see if they have anything posted that looks like someone invests, friend request them, and then go in their inbox and try to get them to join some type of company, some type of business, some type of group, something that's going to actually cause you to pay them. It blew my mind that I had a few people actually enter my inbox and do that. So I just said, look, I appreciate the friend request, but I'm not interested. I just kept it real short, because the first time I kind of entertained it, and this was a while ago, it turned into a long conversation. And you know, people be catfishing. So it's this beautiful, gorgeous woman all of a sudden want to talk to me about how to make me some money, but I got to pay her. It was crazy. Now, the second reason my inbox was jumping, I had people asking me, what was it? And please teach me. Show me how to do this. Okay, I want to walk you guys through about how I got to this point. Right now, I'm 38 years old. When I was 35, I was already kind of skilled at saving money, but I was not skilled on how to grow money and how to make my money work for me. So I prayed about it. I didn't pray to God for more money. I prayed to God for what to do with money. God, give me the wisdom of what to do with money. And after I prayed about it, I ended up finding a mentor named Jim Rohn, who mentioned this book, The Richest Man in Babylon. I purchased this book and I listened to it on Audible, and I've read it. It's one of my favorite books. I took what I learned from that book and I utilized it. Just all my accounts grew. My investment account was actually over $93,000. Same job, same expenses, just everything was the same. I was at the same job. The only thing that was different was what I was spending my money on. Where was I putting it? What was I having my money do? That was the only thing that changed. But I educated myself on how to do this. I actually started taking money and putting it into myself, educating, not buying shoes, not buying a car, not buying houses, not buying jewelry, not buying coats. That stuff that you buy that doesn't bring you anything but attention. Doesn't bring you more money. It just brings you more attention, more debt, and more bills. I was investing for 2 years, but the majority of what I've been doing over the last year has been more about trading. Trading is different from investing, because investing is something that's more long-term, something that you're going to hold for more than a year. You can buy shares of a company, and when the company becomes more valuable, or more people want to be a part of the company, or something's going on with the company, those shares will increase in value. When those shares increase in value, you sell them for a profit. It's just that simple. You buy them when nobody's interested, and you sell them when people are interested. The price when you bought them was low. The price when you sold them was high. That's what I do. First off, let me tell you, I am not a financial advisor. What I do on my channel is I just share with you guys things I've done or things that I am doing. And that's what makes me qualified with what I share with you guys, or what I talk about, or what I discuss. I tell you what I'm reading, I tell you what I'm researching, I tell you what I'm learning. But as far as like the improvements or anything I've implemented, I will tell you things that worked, things that didn't work, how I learned it, where I got the information. That's what my platform is about. Sharing information with you guys and letting you know exactly where I am with what I do. You evaluate. It's up to you. You evaluate what I say and find out if it's something you can learn from what I've done. That's what this is about. I don't teach you a step-by-step thing on this channel about you should do this, you should do that, you should do this. The thing with being successful at whatever you do, you have to find out what works for you. And that's where people get it twisted. Just because this person can do something or something works for somebody else doesn't mean that it's actually going to work for you. So my channel is about self-improvement and personal development. And part of improving yourself is improving your finances. Your finances is a part of your lifestyle. Your lifestyle is your life. So in order for you to improve your lifestyle, it would be wise for you to do something about improving your finances. So what I did to improve mine is I learned how to invest, and I learned how to trade, and I learned how to make my money work for me. Again, what I know, I did not go to school for. This is through trial and error, books, seminars, and online courses that I invested money and time in. My coworkers that I used to work with at my last job, they would be able to tell you, if you asked them and if you knew who they were, did they ever see me at the job reading books? I was probably one of the only few people at the job that actually had his nose in a book on the lunch break. I was either in the gym working out or I was sitting at the lunch table reading books. And I looked like a sore thumb where I was. And I was having conversations that average people don't have conversations about. And they be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, if this guy got this money or he know how to do all of this stuff, why is he here? But that's because everybody looks for your value to be on the outside. They don't understand that the most important value you have is what's in here and in here. It's what's inside of you that determines your value, what you think of yourself and what you invested in yourself. That's your true value. Anybody can put on a coat, a chain, and drive a car and be in a certain house, and that stuff is superficial. It's external. Your value is what's inside of you. And that's what I have been working on the last 3 or 4 years of my life. Very, very hard to get to where I am right now. Starting with making sure God has been a part of giving me direction in where I need to go. Now, what's my point? My point is, again, I posted this picture on social media to get people's attention to understand that there's another way you can go about earning money. That's why I put the picture up there. It wasn't for me to get attention or feel special or say, hey, look what I got. That wasn't my intent. The other part is that now people have came into my inbox and asked me how, or show me, or this or that, about just giving them the information it took me years to attain and learn and build from and critique and tailor fit to what works for me. Because actually it was a point where I was learning from somebody else what to do and doing it their way. I ended up losing $50,000 in the stock market. But I took what I learned from them and I said, wait a minute, wait a minute. Losing money will make you learn real quick. Let me start off by telling you that. Losing money will make you learn real quick, if you're wise, how to stop losing money. So I pumped the brakes and I said, wait a minute. I got to start critiquing what I learned from this person to something that works for me. And when I did that, I turned my account around. I turned my account from where it was and gained about, it's been less than 3 months. I gained about $20,000 in my account in less than 3 months from making changes based off what somebody else taught me. So you have to find out what works for you. And that's where this free thing comes in at. And that's what I want to address to you guys. When you go somewhere or you go to someone and you want something, you are a customer. You're not totally at the mercy of that person, but they have something of value. If they didn't, you wouldn't even be seeking them. If they have something as of value, it's actually an insult and disrespectful to just expect somebody to give you something for nothing. Now let's talk about this precious thing you have called time. You only have 24 hours in a day. When you become valuable, when you become important, everybody wants your time and your attention. Everybody wants to feel important. And if you don't have people seeking you or coming after your time, you probably are doing something wrong, or you're not valuable in the sense of where people feel like they can learn something from you, or they can gain something from you, or you can add to them. That's what causes people to come after you. You didn't have value. You can't add to anything else. So when people come to you, you understanding your value, you have to be able to put a limit or a price on that. I allocate my time because I know I can't get more of it. Every second of my time is important to me. I'm self-employed. I'm a parent. I'm a friend. I'm a son. I hold a lot of different titles. That requires my time and that requires my energy. I run a business. I own property. I have a lot of different things that require my attention. So because of that, my time is precious. My time is valuable. So I can't just afford to give it away. Now, it's times I can just say something real quick. Hey, this is that, do this, do that. That's real simple. That's not a big deal. But to teach somebody something they saw in 2 seconds that took me 4 years is impossible. It would be a disrespect to that person for me just to send them a sentence or two through a message and them expect to wake up and see $3,500 or $5,000 in their account, in their investment account, or wherever. That would be an insult to you for me to tell you that I could do something like that. But people thinking that I can do that, that means you believe in me. That means that you have faith in me. And that means you know I have value. So this is what separates the winners from the losers. Shouts out to my cousin, Kevin E. Young. Are you curious or are you serious? If you're serious, you will understand how important my time is. And you will be willing to pay for that time. Flat out. How could you expect me to tell you something that's going to have you where you waking up from a nap seeing $3,500 or $5,000 in your account and I just gave it to you for free? That's disrespectful, straight up. That's disrespectful to even think that. Hey, man, I seen what you posted on Facebook or Instagram, et cetera, et cetera. Hey, when you got some free time, man, let me buy you lunch. I want to talk to you about something. I want to pick your brain. Hey, man, how much would you charge me to give me like an hour session about my finances where you can go over what I'm doing wrong or where can I improve? And that goes back to what I was telling you earlier about you have to find out what works for you. If you want something for free, this is where you need to be. You need to come to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and ask me anything you want to ask me right down here in the comment section. That way, I'm getting something and you're getting something. You're getting the answers to your question. In return, the opportunity to build my brand. I'm building my channel. I'm getting something in return for giving you answers to your questions. Now, if you want something personal, tailor fit for your life, we do hour sessions. So inbox me, email me, find me on social media or whatever you need to do and tell me, hey, I would like to do business with you. And then we can discuss it. I have no problem with that. But this is the problem with free advice outside this platform. If I give you free advice and you do nothing with it, I actually took time out my day in messages, phone calls, anything behind the scenes that's not in this video to give you advice, and you do absolutely nothing with it, I don't get that time back. That time is absolutely gone. But if you pay me for that time and you do nothing with it, I at least was compensated for my time. That's respect. Before we end this video, I didn't give y'all enough smiles this video. So I'm gonna make sure I give y'all some of this smile, some of this energy, because this was like a serious topic for me. For me to be able to let you guys know what's really going on with this financial situation. And I want to see you prosper. I want to see you get wealth. I want to see you get money. I want to see you build wealth out here. But I don't want you to think that you just gonna see a picture, inbox somebody, and you gonna have thousands of dollars in your account. Like that's foolish. And I hope that's not what you think. But if you serious about turning your life around, I mean this sincerely from the bottom of my heart, I need you to understand that it starts here. You're not going to be able to change anything financially if you don't change what you've been doing up here and thinking up here that's causing you to be irresponsible with your finances or being able to mismanage them. So I'm going to give you the tool that I used to start making those changes. The first tool was my mind. You already got that. The second thing you need to do is to change the tool you have. Change your mind. You already got the mind, but your mindset is wrong if your money ain't right. When you get the right mindset, then your money gets right. Now, this is the mindset you need. I'm not happy with how my finances are now, and I know that it's going to take hard work and change on my part in order for me to correct it. When you got that mindset, now you're ready for this next thing I'm about to show you. You need this book. Okay? Now, I'm showing you the book physically, and I'm going to put it up on the screen. I'm showing you the book to let you know I'm not just trying to get you to buy this book so I can get credit for it on Amazon. I have the actual book. I have purchased this book and given it away as gifts to people. And you know what happens when that happens? They don't read it, or they don't finish it, or they go through a couple of pages. And you want to know why? Because they didn't buy it. You can take yourself seriously when you start coming out your own pocket to change your life. If somebody can tell you they can change your life or improve your life for free, if you believe them, you're probably going to be stuck where you at for a while. It's about that time to give a special thanks for Original Greatness. I would like to thank Carlisha Blevins, Kevin E. Young, Chris Keemer, and Divine 5 Apparel. You guys are Original Greatness. If you don't know, in the world, in the universe, if you subscribe and comment, I am Original Greatness, I will give you a special thanks on my next video. So, as always, be original, be great, and say, I am Original Greatness. God bless.